In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things I wish I knew when I first started playing golf, but these 5 things are still incredibly important now as well to regular golfers. We're going to kick things off with number 1, golf equipment. Listen, I love testing golf equipment. I love shiny new toys, but I want to be honest with you and factual. Golf clubs aren't miracle workers. Like, just because you end up spending loads of money on expensive gear doesn't mean you're going to get ridiculously better quicker. You want golf clubs that suit you, yes, that suit your budget and that you enjoy using. But do not expect those golf clubs to instantly help you become better on the golf course. Number 2, and to be honest, this is probably my biggest regret growing up playing golf. Test your ability and test your skill on different types of golf courses. Like, go and play Parkland, Links, Heathland. Play when it's windy, play when it's raining. I know it's not always nice, but test yourself. To be honest, growing up, and it's easy now to look back, I was very much someone who played at my local golf club all the time. My mum would take me down to the golf club and I wouldn't really experiment with other courses. It was quite much later in my development of playing golf that I even played my first links golf. And you know what, the first time you play links, you might not love it. I certainly didn't. You have to use your imagination a bit more, and all of that definitely helps you enhance your golf skill. If you can get to different types of golf courses, different grass types, different conditions, different green speeds, it definitely helps improve your skill. Number 3, the wind. Out on a golf course, the wind affects your golf ball so much. I've played with many golfers, and to be honest, I even sometimes get fooled still by the wind and how much it affects the golf ball. Top tip, 1 miles per hour of wind playing into affects the golf ball's distance by 1.5 yards. So for example, if it's blowing at 10 miles per hour into, it's going to affect your golf ball by 15 yards. Downwind, it's a little bit different. It's 1 yard per mile per hour. So if you're playing a shot that's 10 miles per hour downwind, it's going to affect your golf shot by 10 yards. Number 4, how much slopes affect your golf shot? As you know, golf courses aren't flat, and often your golf ball will land in situations where the ball will be much higher than your stance, or lower, or you're hitting up the hill or down the hill. Here's a quick summary of these shots for you, because you do need to take this into consideration. When the ball is above your feet, the face has much more of a tendency of aiming left, certainly when you're using more loft. So you've got to allow for that. For a shot like this, for example, where the flag is here to my kind of left-hand side, I'm going to aim more at 1 o'clock. If the flag's at 12, I'm going to aim more at 1 o'clock, because the loft of the golf club is now going to be pointing back towards my flag. Unbelievably important, even if I just hit that shot. Like, look at that. I wasn't aiming there, I was aiming way further right than that, but the face, the loft makes it go straighter. Likewise, if the ball is below your feet, the loft will start to aim too far right, so you've got to aim more to the left. If you're hitting up the hill, you're going to increase the loft, so the ball's going to go higher, so you're going to take more club. And the last one, when you're on a downslope hitting this way, you're going to de-loft the golf club. So ideally, you want to take a little bit more loft to get the ball up in the air. Slopes are unbelievably important to again, kind of respect. A little bit like the wind, you've got to factor in the slopes for when you're hitting your shots. Little bonus tip, this isn't including the 5, but I want you to be aware of this. Golf is hard, okay? Be your own best friend. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. And also, unless it's your job, unless you are literally a tour pro now watching this video, you play this for a hobby, you play this for fun, you play this for getting out in the fresh air or playing with friends. And yes, you want to challenge yourself, you want to get better, I'm sure. Do not be too hard on yourself. Little bonus tip there for you. Before I come on to final tip number 5, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Now, interesting one this. We're on the putting green and I've got myself a 10-foot putt. Now, even tour pros do not hold many of these. In fact, the stat, even for the best players in the world from this range, is only 4 out of 10. Just think about that. From 10 feet, even the best players in the world only hold 4 out of 10. So my first point there is, Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't hold those putts. But what it really brings my point onto is the importance of lag putting. Even from this range, yes, we want to hold it, of course we do, that's the main objective, but spending so much time on trying to think about, right, I've got to get this in, can change the mindset. The old dustbin lid analogy. Like from this range, anything outside kind of 15, 20 foot, 30 foot, if you can get the golf ball within a 3-foot diameter around the hole, you are doing an incredible job. Focus on that mainly. Some top tips for that: when you're reading your putt from a distance like this, don't get too obsessed with rights and lefts. Obviously you want to take a little bit of notice of that, but importantly, take more notice of whether it's uphill or downhill. Speed is going to be more important from this distance. So this is slightly uphill, so we have to hit it a fraction harder, have a slightly longer backstroke. And then what I also really like, set up next to the golf ball and actually do your practice putts looking at the hole. I'm not, again, aiming to hold this as much as I wish I could. I'm not Jordan Spieth from this range. I want to get it at least closer than that other golf ball. I know it's slightly uphill, and my main objective here is to get it closer than 3 feet. Go a bit. Now, to some people I might say, oh Rick, never up, never in. But you know what? I'm a bit disappointed I didn't quite get it to the hole, but that's an easy tap-in. Like my next putt is easy, stress-free. Lag putting is important. Practice it, do. Guys, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. There's 5 tips there that I honestly wish I knew when I was first starting playing golf. I want to share that information with you.